Hi, my name is Todd Don. I'm chef owner at Bistro 105 in Jonesborough, Tennessee. Today I'd like to share with you one of my favorite recipes, fried green tomatoes. First we need to select the perfect tomato. A little bit of ripeness is necessary to ensure that it's not too acidic. We want a little bit of a tanginess to it, but we don't want it too sweet. If it's too ripe, it'll be too sweet. So we'll start by washing the tomato. We'll slice our tomato a 1/4 inch thick. We want to keep them nice and thin so that they are crispy on both sides. Now that we have our tomatoes sliced, we want to go to the breading. We start with some all-purpose flour, enough buttermilk to submerge our tomatoes, and some yellow cornmeal seasoned with sugar, salt, and white pepper. Dredge your tomato in flour. Make sure to get any excess off of it so that it's not too thick. Drop it into your buttermilk, keeping one hand dry, into your cornmeal, and set aside. Just repeat the process until all of your tomatoes are breaded. Now that we have our tomatoes breaded, we want to come over to the saute range and heat up a pan. When the pan's good and hot, we need to add a little bit of clarified butter, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. Now that our pan and our butter is good and hot, you want to carefully add your tomatoes to the pan. If you got your pan and your butter good and hot, then your tomatoes should release on their own without need of a spatula. Continue to saute your tomatoes until they become brown around the edges. When they're good and brown around the edges, give them a quick turn. It shouldn't take as long on the second side as it did on the first side because your pan's already hot and so are your tomatoes. When your tomatoes are brown on both sides, you want to promptly remove them from the pan. We're using clarified butter here, so there shouldn't be a lot of excess oil, but we want to drain them for just a moment to ensure that. Be sure to serve your fried green tomatoes with your favorite condiment. Here at the Bistro, we like to use a zesty Cajun remoulade, but that's another recipe. We'll save it for another day.